The dark side of news. How international news channels perpetuate stereotypes about Africa. Welcome to our channel. In this important video, we discuss how international news channels like CNN, BBC, and Al Jazeera are perpetuating negative stereotypes about Africa. We explore how these stereotypes can hurt African people and what we can do to combat them. Join us as we seek the truth about Africa and challenge these harmful beliefs. Don't miss this informative and thought-provoking video. Did you know that when you turn on your TV and see news stories about Africa, you are usually seeing a distorted and negative view? It's true. Many international news channels focus only on the negative aspects of African countries and perpetuate harmful stereotypes that can hurt African people. In this video, we will explore these stereotypes and what we can do to combat them. When it comes to African news, the problem is twofold. First, there is a lack of diversity in the types of stories that are covered. Second, the stories that are covered tend to focus only on negative news, like poverty, war, and disease. While these issues are important, they do not represent the whole picture of Africa. These negative stories not only make people see Africa in a negative light, but they also perpetuate harmful stereotypes. For instance, many people believe that Africa is a dangerous place, full of poverty and disease. This makes people less likely to want to visit, invest in, or support African countries. As news providers, the media has a responsibility to provide accurate, balanced, and diverse coverage of African news. When they fail to do so, they contribute to the perpetuation of negative stereotypes about Africa and hurt African people in the process. So, what can we do to combat these stereotypes? First, it's important to seek out diverse sources of news about Africa and to consume news from African-owned or African-based news outlets. This will provide a more balanced and diverse perspective on African news. Secondly, we can support African businesses, invest in African countries, and visit African countries as a tourist. This will help to challenge the negative views people have about Africa, and will show that the continent is much more than what is being shown on the news. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more African politics.